Hello and welcome to a Sophisticated Pairs video blog. My name is Erica and today I'm going to be reviewing the Fantasie Salsa. Back in 2011, shortly after we opened the doors to our store, Fantasie did a little housekeeping and they discontinued several of their older styles, including a few that went up to a K-cup like the Cara and Gabrielle. Unfortunately, this left a lot of Fantasie fans in those higher cup sizes either paying $80+ for a bra or seeking alternatives elsewhere. That's why when I heard about the Fantasie Salsa coming out in the fall of 2012, I got very excited, and I knew I had to be one of the ones to try it. Now, one of the nice things about the Salsa is it does have a huge size range. It goes from 30 to 40 bands, D through K cups, and the $60 price point stays the same regardless of what size you buy. This is a nice feature because if you're familiar with Fantasie or its sister brand Freya, you'll know that they sometimes charge $5 or even $10 more for bras if you wear higher cup sizes. So I like that they kept the price uniform across the sizes. Speaking of size, I went for my usual Fantasie Freya size, which is a 30H, and this is perfect. The center gore is sitting nice and flat here, and the underwires are encapsulating all of the tissue on the side. There's no overflow or gaping on the cup, so the cup size is perfect. The band on this 30 actually feels very good as well. I've had a couple recent experiences with sister brand Freya, for example, where I've needed to size down to the 28 because the bands are too stretchy. However, the Salsa has a more true to size band, which is something I like. The fit of the Salsa is a bit unique because what it is a hybrid between Fantasie and sister brand Elomi. Now the Salsa has a bit of an Elomi flair to me because it does have a bit of a wider center gore here than what you usually see with Fantasie, as well as wider underwires. Now this can be nice because first off, that wider center gore can really ensure that your breasts are separated within the cup, and the wider underwire makes sure that the tissue is encapsulated inside the cup and isn't left to be pressed down by the underwire. However, Elomi can sometimes be a little bit too high in the front and on the sides, which is where the Fantasie element comes into play. Even though it does have a bit of that wider center gore, it doesn't sit super high on the chest either. And it also doesn't sit very high on the sides. So the wings of this bra are a little narrower than what you'd normally see with Elomi. This is great because sometimes those wider underwires can poke or feel like it's just sitting too high under the arms and can be uncomfortable throughout the day. However, because they've gone with that lower design, it really feels good and it allows you to move freely without feeling like you're wearing armor or a bra that's just too much coverage. Speaking of comfort, this is without a doubt one of the most comfortable bras I have ever put on. It comes as close as possible to not even feeling like wearing a bra. Now, a part of that is the great fit, but another part is that they used a very lightweight fabric for the cups as well as for the wings. So even though this is a little more full coverage than some of the other styles I've tried, it still feels very lightweight. And the fabric, even though it's brand new, doesn't feel itchy or scratchy. I really like what they've done with that element of it because materials can play an important role in whether or not a bra is going to feel comfortable, and the Salsa definitely scores highly on that front. I do have a little caveat with the material, and that is that they did not use a fully adjustable strap. Instead, they have sort of an embroidered strap here, and I don't really like that because I'm already very close to the top of what can be adjusted with this strap. So if I stretched it out any more, I'd have to use alterations in order to shorten it to feel comfortable. I'm actually pretty on the average height size, so women who are on that petite height size may find that they already aren't getting enough ability to tighten the straps with it just as is. They might have to alter the bra from the get-go. So I think that using a fully adjustable strap would have been a better solution. Now from a design perspective, I do like how they've gone with something that's got a little bit of fun going on. It's not super plain. It does have this cute little flower embroidery on it. It's not going to be as ornate as what you'd normally see with Fantasie, but then the $60 price point is a lot more wallet-friendly too. I'm currently wearing the charcoal one, which I think is a nice alternative to black. And the embroidery here is actually a kind of a blushy pink, so it's a nice sophisticated color palette. It does come in a beige as well as a white, and I know they're going to be doing sort of a hot pinky color for June. So there's a lot of room to go in terms of basic and fashion colors with this style. And overall, I do really like how it feels and how it looks. However, at the same time, even though it fits and it feels comfortable, I feel like I'm being splayed a little bit too much. It feels like it's a little wide across my body, like I have too much separation going on, and I don't like the overall silhouette that I get, particularly in tops. I kind of feel like it's giving me a shelf of breast tissue here and then goes down into my waist in a a little bit of an unflattering way. So this is not a style that I'm personally going to be keeping. However, I have fit a couple women with it so far, and the results have been pretty good. Some women, like myself, kind of feel like the center gore is just a little too wide, but there are a lot of other women that it works beautifully on, and it creates this lovely rounded shape, and it's an affordable bra, and it's very comfortable. So I highly encourage you to give the Salsa a try, particularly if you are in that higher cup size range. But just be sure when you do try it that you like the overall silhouette it creates. Overall, I would give this bra a solid A. I know that I'm not crazy about the silhouette and that I should probably deduct points for that, but like I said, the fit and the comfort level are so fantastic that I really don't think it deserves to be knocked off just because I'm not as happy with how it looks underneath t-shirts. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to email sophisticatedpair@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the videos in our YouTube channel as well as those in our Bra Naked Truth video series. And keep checking back on our Facebook blog and Twitter for all the latest news and event information. Thank you.